Kobe Bryant was a star that you felt like you can touch and you felt like you can interact with. Like usually those type of guys, they're on just a different level than anybody, and you never feel like you can touch or interact with them. And I think he was a superstar that was just so different in those terms of where he was reachable.
I met Kobe one time. It was my first year in LA. And I've been around the NBA forever, my entire life. And nobody has made me feel the numbness, the speechlessness that Kobe did. I don't even think I really said anything to him. I just shook his hand. I didn't know what to say. I was just really in awe. You know, I had seen him many times after that. You know, I played in LA for 7 years. I got to play in the house that Kobe built every game. When I stepped on the floor every time, it was if the purple and gold I was playing for the Lakers, I was playing with Kobe. Every time I played, it was to perform for him. I know that he was watching our games. I wanted him to appreciate me as a player. And it's tough because I never got to tell him what he meant to me, what he was for me. And that's what's really, really hard.
So my first interaction when I blocked his shot my rookie year, I ran like the half court to try to get the loose ball. And I'll never forget, they threw the ball back to him. I was running back out to play defense. He shot a three and he said, "The play continues, young fella." So that was very interesting to me to hear that. But one thing I always wanted coming into the league was, if you get Kobe respect, that means you mean something, you made it. So outside of getting drafted tonight, I got drafted. Hearing Kobe say, "Respect my game," that meant a lot to me.
I would see Kobe from time to time, and because he played for another team, we would have some friendly banter. His last game here, the year he retired, I was sitting in the seats on the floor with a friend who mentioned to him, "Why do they call you Black Mamba?" And he said, "You will see." And throughout the game, every time he ran by us, he went, "Sss," which was code for "give me the ball." And Kobe was unstoppable that game. I watched his last game where he scored 60 points and basically dropped the mic and walked away, and I thought that was just a fitting tribute to a one-of-a-kind career and really one of the greatest players, greatest competitors that pro sports have ever seen.
I was fortunate enough to coach 2 All-Star games, and one All-Star game he was hurt, but the one that he wasn't hurt, we were up by, I think, 2 with like 15, 20 seconds to go. They call a timeout, and I'm on the board, you know, diagramming the play that they potentially might run. And I said, we're gonna switch 1 through 5, all pick and rolls, and like instantly, I'm looking down, and Kobe's right in front of me, and he screams as loud as he possibly can, "No!" And he startled me. I looked up like, "What do you mean no? We're not switching, we're not switching. I'm guarding LeBron, he is not gonna score." And lo and behold, we go out there, they run a play. LeBron doesn't score, he passes it, we win the game. So we were very happy with that. That memory just told me this guy has determination like a tiger, and you better watch out for it because he's not gonna back down from anybody.
My first ever regular season NBA game, Sacramento Kings versus the Lakers. Coach puts me in the game, and he's telling everybody who they have, and I'm like, "Who has Kobe?" And he's like, "You have Kobe." I said, there was a rule in practice that nobody can back me down, because so every time somebody backed me down in the post, it would be a turnover or a bad shot. So he looks me in my eye and says, "Remember, Isaiah, nobody can back you down, not even Kobe." And I kind of like laughed because it's like, "All right, bro, stop. You don't gotta hype me too much." Like, and then 3 possessions in a row, Kobe Bryant backs me down, scores on 2 out of the 3 of them with his famous fadeaway. And when I'm running down, I'm just smiling like, dang, like my dreams do come true. Even though he scored on me, it was like everything I always imagined.
I feel like for my generation, I've said before, I feel like Kobe was our Jordan. You know, we growing up, we didn't get to, see much of Jordan until the end of his career. But, we grew up watching Kobe. We grew up watching number 8 transitioning into number 24. And, he was the man. He talked the talk, he walked the walk too. It's crazy. So number 8, we feel like is a young, wild guy just out there to go at everybody's neck and with no remorse. I feel like he's a young guy learning, but at the same time, he's making his name known in the league. And I feel like 24 is the, you know, he's the more mature, huge IQ assassin, you know, and I feel like they're the same person, but I feel like the 24 is just a more mature version of himself. You know, he was more deadlier than he was with number 8.
Well, I think the neatest thing is just the visuals of seeing him become a regular basketball dad who takes his daughters to practice, take them to dance recitals, take them to school, driving up in the carpool lane. I think that was something we all kind of had to get a chuckle to see Kobe in life after basketball, but how much he gave back to the game with his Mamba Academy and inviting NBA players to work out. But seeing him as a father from afar, you know, we weren't there every day, but watching him spend time with his daughter, teaching her how to play basketball and seeing how inquisitive young Gigi was about getting better. You know, I wish I could have seen her get her opportunity to become a great basketball player following in her father's footsteps. But I know this, he was a good family man and he was very proud of all of his family.
I think that's just what his vision was always about, is no matter what's you're going through in life, you got to keep going. I remember when he texted me a long text message when my sister passed away, and he was like, nobody can tell you what to do next or what you're gonna do or if you're gonna play in the game, but if you play, go out there and play and be yourself. That's what your sister would want you to do. And I think with him passing, it's like everybody's really sad, and it's, you know, it put a dent in everybody's heart that he's touched, but he will want you to keep going no matter what. And that's what I take from him.
My final thought would just be to continue the Mamba mentality and work hard every single day, inspire others every single day. That's what he would want. You know, he wants you to inspire, and that's what greatness is, and that's where your legacy will stay. I am who I am. I want the ball in my hands. I make big shots. I win championships because of Kobe Bryant. And I just want him to know that he's affected my life like nobody else.
We don't believe it, we don't understand it. Feel like it's a big dream. You understand how much Kobe meant to the world. Not just the city of Los Angeles, just everywhere he was at. He touched so many people. And I don't think it's never gonna dwell on any of us and sit well. It's a part of life. We never know why things happen, but what he did, he's gonna be a living legend forever.
Oh man, Kobe, thank you. Thank you for your legacy. Thank you for the path you've paved, the legacy you've left behind. There'll never be another you. 8 and 24, live on forever, man. Mamba mentality, Mamba legacy. Kobe Bean, love you, man.